women wanting equal pay for their respective sport. I have kind of a more stronger opinion about this, more because I kind of think it's more logical when I explain it. Recently, I believe it was the U.S. women's soccer team were complaining about their pay. And they said they wanted equal pay to the men. It's not fair, blah, 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 blah. You know, they want equal pay. I get it. I understand. I understand that you want equal pay as the men. But it really comes down to you can't have equal pay for women. And you know why? You got to sell tickets before you can make money. You look at any women, you look at WNBA, you look at the women's US team, any women's sport, look at the fucking crowd, look at the stands, bro. Empty. It's all empty. They barely have anyone there. That's what drives money. So, hey, guess what? Yo, Carli Lloyd, she plays on the US women's soccer team. Hey, guess what? How about you fucking fill that entire stadium and 90 fucking thousand people? How about you do that? Then you get equal pay. There's a reason why we separate sport. You have a sport and then you have women's sports. Women are equal, okay? We are equal as a human being. We are equal. However, biologically, we're different. You got a pussy, I got a dick, all right? You as in women. Like, women have more estrogen, men have more testosterone. Like, it's biologic. Like I said, there's a reason why there's a difference, or they're separate. Because if women were good enough, they would be playing with the men. But however, they can't compete, so you have to separate them. Therefore, because you have to separate the women, now you have a whole different sport. That's why you have sports, and then whenever you say another a sport that's women, you have to say women, blah, 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 women, blank sport. And the reason why there is not equal pay is because they're not selling as much. They're not the women leagues are simply not making as much money as the men leagues do. So the reason why you have fucking quarterbacks in the NFL making $100 million plus is because they fill those seats in the stadium, which are like hundreds of dollars. A lot of those tickets. Oh shit, the lowest is probably like 80 or something. That's like the highest or some shit. And then you have the TV deals, you have advertising, you have all this shit. There is so much money going into the sport. So because there's so much money going into the men's sports, they can pay their athletes more. But with women, they're not. When's the last time when is the last time you actually watched, you as the viewer, when is the last time you watched a women's sport? All right? When is the last time you watched a men's sport? You know, if you're not in sports in general, whatever. But still, even if you're not into sports, when was the last time you saw a men's sport that was on? When was the last time you saw a women's sports that was on? I'm not even going to answer that because everyone knows the answer already. It's fucking obvious. And I feel for the women. I really wish that we could have a world where everyone gets equal pay like they should. Because I'm sure women put just as much effort into being elite just as much as a lot of these men athletes do. But biologically, I'm sorry. But yeah, if you want equal pay, you got to fill those seats. You got to get them TV contracts. You got to have money coming into the sport if you want money to come out into your fucking pocket. I think my friend, someone had mentioned this to me. Would you rather have your favorite WNBA, women's basketball, would you rather have your favorite WNBA team win the championship or $5 in your pocket? Which one would you honestly rather have? Would you rather have $5 or your favorite women's team win the WNBA championship? I don't know. That's for you to decide.